I'm ready to cut down the front of this. I've watched some videos. Puddin's Fab Shop just did one of these not too long ago, did a pretty good job, so I'm gonna use his measurements, what he did. I'm gonna take 14 inches out of the front. So we're gonna take out 5 3/4. Then we're gonna take out the 14 and then just move that back to weld it, because we need to save this lip for that front panel. So I'm gonna come back, notch this, then we're actually gonna get a new panel here. So this piece that we're saving, I'm gonna have to get off of here to move back and weld in, and then we'll get this new cross member in here. So hopefully that'll be here tomorrow. I'll get it marked out and start cutting. Here goes nothing. Ready for cut number 2. Got everything ground down. See how bad I cut this crooked. Got a white spot there. Terrible. We'll just start tacking pushing them down and getting them heated up and start tacking them in. I was working on getting this welded in. We got it tacked. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but I have this whole front piece is angled down just a little bit. So I set the lift arms on it. I want to see if I can just pull that back up, bend it at the weld and get it straight. Hopefully the lid holds it down to the table. I can just bring this up. Might be as good as it gets. Getting ready to cut up the back of this truck bed today. Again, I'm going to do what Puddin's Fab Shop did. I'm going to go from here to here, 4 3/4. Save this square. We're gonna go 5 3/4. We're gonna go from here to here, 5 1/4. So we got a little lip to bend over. But instead of drilling all these spot welds out, I'm just gonna try to get these corner pieces off because we're not reusing this rusty cross member. I'm gonna be putting in a new one. So I'm gonna double check my measurements and then I'm gonna start cutting. I've seen pictures of these, but I've never actually seen one. This truck must have come from the factory without a bumper. It's got a little license plate bracket. There's even a bulb up in there. Struggle bus. Well, I could use like a 14. Got this cross member in here. Everything looks pretty good. The only thing is, this overhang here should be a 1/2 inch. And I'm like 3/4. So I'm thinking that maybe when I welded these corners in, they needed to come out just a little bit. I'm gonna try to tack weld this cross member in, just enough to hold it, test fit my bedsides. Because I may have to cut these corners out, move this back a little bit. We got the bedside on there, and it's pretty close, but the holes don't quite line up, so it does need to come to the back just a little bit. So I'm just gonna cut these spot welds, slide this back 1/4 inch. And I got it loose. If I can put the bedsides on, get the bedsides where they need to be. And then try to get this in there. Well, I got both bedsides on. I got the cross member kind of bolted, clamped in. I got several bolts in it. It's square. Fortunately, I got some gaps this side over here. It's even worse. But I'm gonna weld that in. Fortunately, you didn't see any of putting this together or the welding because I apparently left the camera on while I was at lunch and the battery's dead. So I'm just gonna weld this up and move on to the next thing. Get that welded in. Looks terrible. I'll finish this gap up when I get the bed sides back off. And I went through and I drilled some holes, spot welded those. I'm gonna come back and do another row. And then I'll knock this edge over. I'm done with the bed for right now. I know I got a lot more welding to do. I got to weld the front, grind it, finish welding this, grind that, grind all these down, make a little patch piece for this corner. But kind of over it. So after I knock this down tomorrow, we're going to work on the frame. I guess that doesn't look, oops, sorry Scott, doesn't look terrible. I mean, definitely doesn't look good as the factory, but once you get the tailgate on there, nobody. So once you get the tailgate on there, put some seam sealer on that, put the tailgate on it, nobody's ever gonna know. Get these ground down. Like I said, I think I'm done with this bed for a little while. I want to get started on that frame, get it cut down and mocked up. See how the bed fits on the frame before I go any farther with like finish welding.